Good morning. Man.
Good morning and welcome to Get in Line with me, Lauren Scott. I'm here today with Paige.
We're on my porch today.
We are. Can y'all hear her chime?
Yes, I do love
so
me some
nice.
wind chimes.
I came out to her place today and we went through her garden and bees. And I think this summer we're going to do a whole little thing on bees.
Dude, it would be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, my husband, he's going to be the leader because he knows a lot. I know a lot, but he knows even more. It's his
Everybody
thing.
remember also that this will be the last Porch Time for Paige for season 2. We will be taking summer off because we both travel a lot and we want to break with our kids.
Yes, and I live the agriculture lifestyle and it's very busy.
We're busy.
Very busy.
We're busy.
Very busy. Yeah.
So let's talk about, Paige has a daughter graduating in 2 weeks.
I know. I can't believe it.
Are you excited?
I am. I'm excited for her, but I'm having a hard time. It's the transition.
It is a big transition. Well, I mean, I speak of it like I've been through it. I'll be going through it this next year. So Paige will have a sophomore.
He'll be a junior.
Oh, he'll be a junior.
Yours will be a senior.
Mine will be a senior.
And Lily will be gone.
Yeah, she will be a freshman at college.
And I'm happy for her. It's just so hard being the kind of mother that I am to have them be gone.
Yeah, I think that's going to probably be the toughest thing for me too, because he's like dead set on like wanting to go and experience the whole college life, which I want him to, right?
Right.
But I also want him like 45 minutes away when he's
Dude, I want them with me.
A few hours.
I'm like
I don't really know what I'm going to do because once I sold the studio right before before the apocalypse of 2020, I've literally just been home with him the whole time.
Dude, I know.
So
I quit my job.
What am I going to be doing?
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I quit my job to be a stay-at-home parent, and I'm just like, it's been almost 18 years.
I know.
And then, so she's a normal teenager, okay? I'm a normal older woman, all right? And I was like, can we cover this up a little bit? Cover it up. You can't see my hand doing the little like cover up motion. And then she goes, I'm going to be 18 in 2 months. And I was like, oh no. You're
so
grown.
Yours is just now turning. Mine turns 18 in October.
So
I'm
Lily,
going to be going through his whole senior year with an 18-year-old.
which is scary.
It's weird.
Lily, I started Lily early. She always wanted to be grown though.
Yeah, that's how Aiden is. He's an old soul. So, like,
yeah,
he's not like at the age of a lot of the kids that are in his grade. He's always hung out with older kids.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know how it's going to be.
We're going to have to get through it.
Freaking weird.
It is weird though. And I'm just thankful that Gunny's so into ag because in the ag stuff, he spends the night overnight.
Yeah.
And it got me to realize that he could be away from me and still survive.
Yeah.
You know.
I know my son can be away from me and still survive. It's more of the sense that I just don't want him away from me. We have dinner every night as a family. You know, we're kind of old school in the way that we do stuff. So, like, I'm going to miss that. Not that I don't love my husband. I'm super excited about that. But, like, next year, I'm probably going to be a wreck.
But, dude, it's so weird. So, Mike was home, and I was home. Mike is my beloved husband. So, Lily was at work. Gunny was at work. He's plowing fields now. He's working, like, farm stuff, which I think is good because
for him.
It is. And it was just me and my husband in this house. He was in the shop. I was cleaning the house. I was like, this is what it's going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great. This is just like it was before we had children. But I was like,
who the hell remembers that?
It's freaking weird. I was like, nobody's talking. What do you want for dinner? Nobody cares.
So are you getting stuff ready? She's obviously living in the dorms.
Yeah, she is.
Does she have a roommate that she's picking her?
This is what they do. They have like a message board. Yeah. So they all kind of meet together on this message board, and she made friends with one of the girls.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So she knows her. They were like, do you want to be my roommate? They have similar interests, and I think it's going to work out better. She was going to go to school with one of the girls here, but the girl decided she didn't want to go. And I was like, that's fine, because you can have this whole college situation without, like, you can go and be whoever you want to, and you don't have to worry about who you were in high school.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I don't know, but she's also going to the one that I went to.
Yeah.
So, I think we picked them all up.
Oh, there's your little furry. Yeah,
see another one.
Well, that's exciting.
I know.
We go this weekend to go look at Texas State. And we go on Friday, and I think I was supposed to send something to the teachers.
You're supposed to get, like, some kind of, like, you have a note or something, and then
I can't find that note, so hopefully I'll just get, like, the college to send something. But we're going to go there, and then we're going to float on Saturday. So we can see what the whole experience is.
If you want to take a journey down Ranch Road 12, you can see where I went to boarding school. San Marcos Baptist Academy.
Ooh.
Green and purple of the laurel. Bind us though we part. Yeah. Good times.
Good times.
It's a great town though. It's cool as shit.
It is. I don't know if it's actually safer than Austin, but right now with the homeless situation the way that it is in Austin, I think San Marcos might be the better bet.
I think the farther you get away from any capital, the better off it is.
Yeah, right.
You know? Look, you're going to get in trouble, and there's going to be bad people everywhere, but I have a nephew that goes to UT. He loves it. It's safe. It's whatever, but it's just not the same.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts? Because our two babies were COVID babies. Mine had just started middle school when it was closed down. Was she an 8th grader?
Lily was in 8th grade. Gunny was a 6th grader.
Yeah, because Aiden was in 7th grade. So what are your thoughts about this class specifically that's coming up? Really all three of their classes. Do you find that it's been, with their test scores, a little bit different?
I don't know, because I kept mine home. Yeah, I homeschooled mine.
So did I.
Yeah, that's what I remembered. I didn't remember if they forced you back or not.
No, we stayed an extra 6 weeks or maybe 2. It might have been that extra month.
Yeah.
Because of his asthma.
Yeah.
And I didn't want him.
Well, I didn't want
to risk it. We actually did lose, like, I think our final number of quote unquote COVID cases of deaths in our family and friends was like 27.
That's why I never messed with it. Mike's father was sick. He had cancer, and we were his caregiver. So I kept mine home, and quite frankly, I would have kept him home anyway, just because I have trust issues.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And I wanted my kids to be safe, and I didn't want Mike to get sick. And I
just think we never know anything. You know, I mean, we didn't.
I wasn't going to take that risk. Other people took the risk. That's not where I live my life.
Yeah, same.
So, and I enjoyed it.
I did too. You know, I hate saying that COVID was good for our family, but it truthfully actually was.
I loved it. Like, I got to teach Lily algebra, and she did amazing.
I went into the gates, and I've never come out.
Dude, I was like totally fine with never leaving.
I know.
And then I was like, I haven't talked to anybody in a long, long time. And then I started going back to the gym, and then
I feel like I timeline jumped because the person that I was before COVID and the person that I was after COVID is two totally different.
This person's
people.
way more cynical. This person, no, she's like, I don't like your vibe. I'm going to go over here. You seem deadly.
So let's talk a little bit about the financial aid and what you're experiencing, because I know my own self, now that we're starting to do college tours, tuition and expenses are stuff that I'm starting to look at, and I'm helping a few of my friends' kids make sure that they get everything turned in, and I feel like that's great for me because it's teaching me what I need to do for next year.
If I can show you what I'm going through, and then it'll be better for you.
Lily, what are your thoughts on and tell me if I'm wrong with the FAFSA? Is it still under federal student aid, or is it under states? Do we know that?
It's my understanding FAFSA is still FAFSA and student, but I mean, should we put a giant asterisk because nobody knows what the fuck tomorrow's going to bring? Is that a song? I don't know.
If not, we should have Aiden make it.
Yeah, we don't should. I'm like, enjoy your life today. Nobody knows what's happening tomorrow. I filled out the FAFSA stuff. But I am a very paranoid person. Okay, maybe is that a bad thing to say about yourself?
No, I wouldn't say that you're paranoid. I think that you're like me. We like to get it done and over with, and then it's marked off the list, and then whatever comes, we'll figure it out.
Yes, I don't want to have to be at the very end of the line freaking out.
Well, with financial aid, too, no matter what, you can't be because it's a first-come, first-served basis for the schools.
Well, I didn't know that, but thankfully I immediately got everything taken care of.
Well, I think if they qualify for a certain, like.
Well, everybody knows your whatever, blah, 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 the asterisk. Anyway, so Lily got a pretty substantial, scholarship, and then she got a couple different grants, but Lily's going to Austin College in Sherman. This is a private liberal arts school. My parents went, I went, my whole family went. She's like the 11th alumni, which is a pretty big deal, and I tell everybody, and they're probably like, we don't care. But, I keep saying it.
Yeah.
But her student loan package with her aid got her down to an in-state tuition.
Oh, see, that you can't beat that.
No.
That's kind of like what we were looking like with Tulane.
That's what I wanted to say when we had our conversation. We never concede in advance.
Yeah.
Ever. So Lily didn't even apply for the scholarship. They just gave it to her.
Mm-hmm.
So, right off the bat, she had the presidential scholarship. And then whatever else she got after that. And Austin College was really good because their student financial aid department found every grant that was available to her and put those all in.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, they have been fantastic. And then she got her student loans. We're doing it. She has her student loans. We have a 529 account, and then we're going to take the balance of it in our student loans.
Are those parent loans?
It's called a parent plus loan. And I mean, who knows what's going to happen tomorrow, but supposedly it's a flat rate. It's not reasonable, but it's reasonable, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what it is. There's no other option. There's another option, okay? We could have had the money if we would have done things differently.
What about private
XYZ?
loans?
I didn't have to do that. I got Parent Plus.
Perfect.
Yeah, and it was fine with me. I didn't have any problems. But again,
do you have to pay a Parent Plus loan? Do you have to pay it starting now, or does it?
I think it's when she matriculates. Graduation date.
When she graduates, and then 6 months after, like any other.
That's my understanding.
Yeah, that would make. I feel like that would make more sense, just because it would be just like the other financial aid.
Yeah,
packages.
there was an option where you pay interest only, but I don't believe that's what we picked. And it's my understanding that when you actually take the loan out is when you click all the boxes on what you want to do.
Yeah.
So there's also the option that you can start paying them early. They will take money like everybody else. So we kind of just did this as a little mixed bag, and then.
And what about Gunny? Do you think he'll be going to college, or do you think he's going to do more of like the
Gunny doesn't have an option. Okay. Gunny doesn't have an option. He's going to go to some 4-year school, and then after he goes to his 4-year school, he can do whatever else he wants to do. But I feel that it's very important to have an education.
Yeah. I think that's something that you and I both agree on, and something that the reason why we're so close to friends is because we grew up the similar way of even with my marriage.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want once you're out, but have the experience.
Right. And what do you know when you're 18?
I mean, not shit.
Not shit. Okay. And then what do you know when you're 22? A little bit more.
Yeah.
But still fuck all.
Yeah.
Okay. But you can never take somebody's education away. And I genuinely think a college education doesn't just teach you how to work.
Mm-hmm.
I think it teaches you how to think.
Well, and I think going to college and living on campus is the kind of next step. Like in Europe, they go on walkabouts. Like they take a year off to go and travel and like backpack. And a lot of my friends, kids from Europe and people that I was friends with, that's what they did. And then they go to university. And here they don't really have that. So I feel like when you get out of high school, it's kind of the next step of being without your parents, but still being under the guard of like some kind of.
It's like baby stepping into adulthood. Yeah. And what I don't like is I like this idea of experiencing life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I kind of feel like American society is just like, you need to start earning money. You need to go get a job. You need to be beneficial. But when you go to college, you're postponing that and you're learning and you're kind of revolting against the system that says, I just need to get a job. I just need to start making money. And instead, you're learning who you are. I mean, I kind of think Gunny's going to be in the same situation that Lily is because, he won state twice.
Yeah.
In the fa-fa-fa.
Yeah, and the FFA has great scholarships.
Yeah.
It's really the only thing out here where our kids go to school that have scholarships because they don't have like, I kept asking Aiden, get involved in some clubs. He's like, Mom, there's no clubs. No, they're really true.
There are no clubs. There are
is the weirdest
no clubs.
They don't have like the extracurriculars.
No. If you're not in sports, Lily's in the National Art Honor Society. I'm like, that's great. But it's not the same as like the chess club. You don't always
like, we had like Defy It and Spanish Club.
Yes, we used to have all those things too. Yeah, where it wasn't just about, this is what pisses me off, and I guess I'll go on my little tangent, that they're coming down the mountain, the big trucks.
Big trucks are coming down the mountain. It's what you say when you live in the country.
Yeah.
The big trucks are coming down.
They're coming down the mountain and you're going to see it over the hill. But no shit, you can actually see it over the hill. We live in the middle of nowhere and you can kind of see the highway, but you can't see the highway. Yeah. So you can hear the trucks, but you can't see them.
She lives up on, I guess some people would call it a mountain. It's a hill.
It's a hill. It's a hill. It's a hill. But
it's like the beginning of the hill country, actually.
That is what I've been told. When we moved here, they gave me some big giant spiel, and I was like, I really don't care. So, anyway, what I would suggest, any advice that I'm going to give you the unsolicited advice.
Do it. That's what we hear.
All right.
That's why it's called Get Enlightened.
Yeah, I want you to allow Aiden to apply wherever he wants to go and see what people will give him.
Oh, I'm definitely going to. I mean, I'm not going to pay $800 in freaking admission fees, but I feel like the top.
That's dumb. Austin College shouldn't have
top
any.
5 or 10 should be like what he applies to. And I think
they're going to take that off your tuition anyway.
He's got 2 Texas schools that we're looking at, SFA and Texas State. And then, his dream is Tulane.
But look.
But he can always go to Tulane, like, transfer. It's just Tulane is $60,000 a year. It's as much as like
Austin College was 64.
Yeah,
and with all of her student land,
why not? Her whole. But the only problem with his is it's a private Jewish college, right? So they expect them to have 4 years of foreign language because most of those kids learn foreign language. Aiden only has 2. So I don't know how that works, but we'll see. I mean, what are they going to say? No?
What's the word? Yeah, what's the worst?
Everywhere else, he's automatically accepted from where his placement is and his SAT score. So I'm not really worried about that.
He's going to have a fine life wherever he goes.
Oh, yeah, he'll probably end up being some like rapper like Eminem, which I'm cool with too,
Which is fine as long as he gets his degree.
Like
seriously, Gunny, who knows what he's going to do? He wants to go to Sam Houston because it's a big ag school.
Sam Houston's where my niece went.
Yeah, Bearcat. And then, but I don't know. I just want him to get that degree because I know what it was like whenever I took a break. It's really hard to go back.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I almost, I took my LSATs. I almost finished with law school, but then I took a break and got married, and I never went back and finished my master's.
I thought
I had a paralegal certificate, a double bachelor's. I probably had maybe a year and a half to like actually have to do, well, I guess 2 years of law school, but still like 2 years is nothing in the big scheme of things, but I never went back.
But you never go back. I genuinely thought I would go to law school whenever the kids were babies.
Yeah.
And then once they got into school, I would start practicing. That was the plan. Mike and I had this plan, and I never did it.
Yeah, I worked as a paralegal for a year and was like, fuck this. Too much paperwork, and these people have something stuck up their ass.
But lawyers do have stuff stuck up their ass.
They do.
And I think I would have liked it,
now
but
looking back, I'm like, oh well.
But it didn't. It worked out fine.
Exactly.
This is what I keep talking to my mom, and I'm like, well, it worked out all right.
Everything works out the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
So for those moms going through this right now, we hear you. We are thinking about you. We are holding space for you.
It'll be okay.
For the ones who have juniors that are fixing to be seniors,
enjoy it.
Enjoy every minute of it. I know I will be, so you get to enjoy my senior year with Hayden.
Dude, Lily's just flew by. It just flew by.
Oh, I know.
And I'm just like, what do you mean you have senior recognition on Friday? What do you mean we're graduating next Friday? What do you mean? Yes.
True.
Next Friday. It's wild. It's totally wild.
Does she have to do finals?
Not that I know of. But don't they opt out? Most of them don't have to do them.
I don't think Aiden has ever had to do a freaking final at the school. Like, I used to have to do all the finals. I was so worried that my kid was going to be a test taker like me. I switched. I made sure he went to a small school when we started. And that kid is like genius little thing and is nothing like me when it
I know.
anything as far as schooling goes.
But this is what Gunny told me. It makes me laugh because he goes, Mom, all school does is teach you how to take a test.
I mean, it is true. That's the reason why I stopped teaching school.
I know. And I was like, I know at 16 you figured out the game, but I need you to take that test.
I need you to take a few more tests.
I need you to take that test, bro. Okay? I need you to keep faking it until you get out into the real world. All right, buddy?
What are y'all doing this summer? Anything fun?
I'm going to hang out with my Lily, and we're going to, I don't know, we're going to go do college stuff. I think we're still going to do a whole lot of things getting her ready to go to school.
Yeah.
And this is like the busiest. We have like a hobby farm. It's not a real farm, but this is a busy season.
Yeah.
Because we got to work the bees all the time.
Bees, you're selling your honey.
Yeah.
You gotta make up that extra money.
That's right. I sell the sweet stuff on the corner. Not really. Not like that perf.
But she does. You can get her honey at the pharmacy.
Yeah, that's right.
On the corner.
We did. I was selling it on the corner. Like literally, we live on the corner next to the highway, and we had a honey stand. And I thought it was the funniest thing. I'm on Facebook when I still had it. I was like selling my sweetness.
Did people actually stop?
Yeah, I sold a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. They stopped and they were really nice, and I had a great time talking to random people. And yeah, it was right there in front of the cactus field.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. We opened up the gate, and it's actually kind of great because there's like that little parking spot. Yeah.
You have everything you need.
I do. Like, I'm going to be totes fine during the apocalypse.
Yeah. For real.
We're going to totally make it. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we won't have an apocalypse.
It's a little running joke. I've been saying this for years. Okay. Just because it might seem more real now.
So what we'll do during the summer is just shout out ones that we're doing. I know I'm traveling. We're going to Florida,
Fun,
Oregon,
fun,
and then to the cabin in New Mexico this summer. So it's going to be a busy summer.
Dude, Oregon's so cool. A friend of mine has a little beach house over there.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's freaking awesome.
I'm actually going for my anniversary, but I'm also going to look because I want to maybe get a condo there on the coast.
She loves it.
I don't know. Things are changing. Once Aiden goes to school, like, do we want to stay here? Is he going to take over Sean's business, you know.
Well,
My life is a big
everything's in
mark
flux
right now. Yeah, it's in flux. So I'm just rolling with it. And I think I don't know if I told you about why I'm going to Oregon, but I had a dream, and everybody knows my dreams always. When I have something, they happen. So it was me but I was older, and I was standing on like the top of not a hill, but like looking out at the coast, and it's real mountainy over there. And so then I did my astrocartography.
Dude, I'm gonna show you my friend's house, and it's cool as shit.
Where you live and like what you do and like what it goes with your birth date and all that stuff. And no shit, that LA, New York, those are supposed to be the places that like I'm.
Yeah, but really do you want to people?
I can't be in LA except for work more than 3 days. I'll venture out to San Diego and stay with my friend. I don't like the energy. I love New York, but again, it's somewhere where I would want to visit and work. It's not somewhere where I would want to live full time. I like the country atmosphere. So I think Oregon's perfect because it's just beautiful.
The people are baller.
Yeah. I don't know, depending on who you ask, you know, whether they are. But I will tell you.
I think they're baller.
How I feel. I feel like
I think they're cool, but you know.
I'll tell you about it once I get back. So what we'll do is I'll be like promoting some ones that we've already done, because I think I have like 75 freaking podcasts, which is insane, throughout the summer. And then we'll start back up like what we did this last year with season 3. We'll have a whole new entrance that the boys are making, and we will start with video. So
yay! You're going to see what I actually look like.
Yeah. I mean, like, y'all are going to see what we look like when we're talking, but I'm not getting all dressed up like suck it.
I'm never getting dressed up, so suck it.
You can just like me.
Dude, I wore pants today. That's a winner. Mm-hmm.
So,
and it's hot.
Guys,
super hot.
Next week I think I have Heather. So if you have any questions for Spirit, let's do one more of those. That's always fun.
Yeah.
That one got a lot of hits. And then I have my son is coming on, and he's talking about his new album release.
It's so cool he's doing all this stuff, but obviously he's your kid. So
insane.
Yeah.
Like so insane, especially because, you know, he doesn't cuss in front of me.
Oh.
So like he was
really,
really worried when I listened to his album. He's like, please don't judge it, Mom. I'm like, why would I judge it? Like, it's exactly what
it's so funny because my kids cuss in front of me. Cause I just don't care. I mean,
I don't either. Like, yeah. I'm a huge cusser, but he is very respectful in that sense. Like, he doesn't cuss. He's just really respectful.
Yeah. I think genuinely Gunny doesn't understand that I'm like way different than the rest of the moms. Yeah. Because any of the shit he tries to pull with me, he would probably be smacked down.
With the other moms?
With the other moms, yeah. I'm like, son, it's okay though.
But you know what?
He's a good boy.
He went, I'll wait till he gets on so he can talk about it, but he did all of this himself. He taught himself, and like,
he's a badass kid.
It took me fucking 6 months to figure out how to use GarageBand or
I still don't
know. I mean, like, I'm still like simple.
I don't know how to use ChatGPT.
That, you know, puts it all together, made a fucking album, and it's going good. Like, we've gotten calls. I mean,
that's so cool.
It's insane to me. So I'm going to have him on so he can talk about that and what made him do that. And
that's
he did his
freaking
first
awesome.
jiu-jitsu tournament last weekend and got 3rd place. So that's good.
That way he can. I was going to say something inappropriate. Yeah.
Apocalypse.
I was going to say, do they have jiu-jitsu bunnies?
What does that mean?
Okay, so whenever Gunny won state, yes, Gunny, yes. So when Gunny won state, my brothers were like, "You better not let any of those buckle bunnies on our sweet baby Gunny." So do they have jujitsu bunnies?
I don't know.
That we need to like?
I don't know. But
protect his innocence.
That I thought he was going to get choked out, and this was my first jiu-jitsu contest, and he went against this kid that had like 7 wins, like. Just this year. We're just now starting season.
Yeah.
And, But no, he didn't get choked out. But like everybody, but I watched 2 girls get completely choked out. I'm like, what the hell?
What kind of hell shit is
What
this?
the hell shit is this?
What the hell shit
But it was so cool. Like,
do we get to start doing jujitsu?
I don't know. I kind of do want to, but then I'm like, oh, this is kind of his thing. Like, I don't want to like be like, here, I'm here for class too.
Like, is there like like a mom's group?
No.
Oh.
I mean,
is it an all age thing? We need to find one that's more for like.
They have like younger kids and they have the adult class. He's in the adult class.
Oh,
So I would be in the same class.
I need the seniors class.
The seniors.
I do. I'm like, you're a little fit. You're fit, but you're also breakable. That's the class that I need. Okay.
It's just interesting how our kids are becoming their own people.
Dude, it's the coolest thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's kind of heart-wrenching when I like, right now it's hard because I'm going into the senior year, so I'm seeing what all of y'all that are graduating are going through and all the fucking the videos of them as a baby and then them walking through the elementary and middle school, like, oh God, I'm like, seriously, I'm going to have to be on an antidepressant. Like,
okay. I could not send my kid.
The whole senior year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a freaking wreck.
Well, and it's only now
added menopause. I mean, it's going to be a joy of a year.
I am raw dogging the shit out of menopause. And maybe nobody else enjoys it, but it sure has been fun for me. Cause I'm like, you want to see some fucking words come out? Yeah.
Oh man. That's a whole experience in itself. I feel like that needs to be the very first one that we talk about is the menopause experience in August.
It's fucking wild. I'm just like, man, this is entertaining.
I'm not good with this 100 degrees already.
No, my kneecaps are sweating.
So guys, have a great summer from Paige and I.
Yes,
on her
peace out,
porch.
homies.
Enjoy your kiddos if you've got them. If you don't, enjoy yourself. And
as always.
And just know that we
love you.
Raw dog in life.
We are all raw dog in life right now. That is right. Peace out, homies.
Peace out, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you next week, or we'll hear.
We're going to do whatever we're going to do.
Yeah, just listen.
Whenever we're going to do it. Might not be on Wednesday. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Might not be on Thursday. Still got it.
Yeah. Owning it.
And thanks for being a part of our weekly combos. Man.
Yeah. This magical journey that's called life.
Thanks for listening to Get in Line with me, Lauren Scott, and Paige.
Thanks for having me, Lauren. You're the best.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.